Hey loves, it's your girl DeeDee and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So I am back with another reaction video. Now this reaction comes from 8 at the Table. Definitely go head over to their channel and subscribe and support them if you haven't already. So before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified when I go live or post new content. Also share the video and hit that like button if you like what you see. So without any other further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
Do you believe in 50-50?
I believe, that's a great question. I believe, yes, I do believe in 50-50 if the circumstances warrant 50-50. If I'm rich and my girl not, then I don't believe in 50-50.
Well, then what do you require her to do? What does she need to bring to the table if she's not bringing the income?
The same exact things that she had to do when it was 50-50.
What are those things?
For me, what I might look at for a significant other may not be what somebody else is. So at this stage in my life, you're financial, never in my.
Now let me pause it real quick because I think this 50-50 thing is getting out of hand, and I think people need to use the discernment that they say they have, especially women. It depends on the circumstances. Of course, if you're with a man and he makes more than you wouldn't expect to go 50-50. You get what I'm saying? If you're making all, he might be making all the money and he pay all the bills, and that's fine because he can afford to do it. Or if you are in the relationship, you're the woman and you make more money, why wouldn't you contribute a little bit more? And that's where women don't, they don't want to do that. They don't want to think of that. They still would want the man to pay it all. So it just depends on your circumstances, your relationship, your agreement with the person that you're with. These are things you talk about when you're dating and how you would want the relationship to go. And you base it off of that. Like I said before, it's not really 50-50. It's just contributing to the household, in my opinion. Every relationship is not the same. There's no one rule or one size that fits for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that. Let's continue.
Life, finances were never a requirement for me to make you my girl. You see what I'm saying? Like the intangible matters way more to me than the tangible. So when I was younger, I was looks driven. I'm not so much looks driven no more. When I was younger, I was money driven or clothes driven. I might not be that anymore. But even in my younger years, yeah, you had to be pretty and have a fat, but you also had to be kind. You also had to be smart. You also had to be funny. You also had to be compassionate and unselfish. Those were the main things. The pretty face, the fat, it was just icing on the cake. Or my,
but like we did that.
But yeah, like those other things were always more important to me. Like a pretty girl to me was a dime a dozen in my youth.
So do you think that women that are not doing the marketing on social media, do you think they have a fair chance, like the women who are doing well on social media? And
they have a fair chance. I think that what you can meet the same in Target that you meet on the gram. You can meet the same in church that you meet on the gram. Women, if you walking outside, y'all get hit on every day, 100 times a day. And now your discernment plays a part in that. That had an Acura, that had a Camry, and you shitted on him. You get what I'm saying? But that had the S-Class.
Listen, I have to chime on that because I talk about this all the time. I think women, they make bad decisions when it comes to dating. And if you're basing your decision off of the man's financial status, you're going to mess up every time. You disqualify a lot of potentially good men based on the fact that they don't have an expensive car. You don't look at it and say, oh, he has a nice car and he has an apartment. You're judging him based on how much he spent on his car. And that's just crazy because we know a lot of millionaires and billionaires a lot of times don't drive expensive cars. Some of the most richest men don't wear the most expensive clothing. So if you're looking at it solely from that perspective, you're gonna miss out. And if a man knows that you're only looking at him or disqualifying him because of those things, he's not gonna wanna take you seriously anyway, because he'll know for a fact that you're only in it for what he can provide for you and what you can get out of him. Not because you really care, because when you really care about a person, it goes beyond financial. It goes beyond what they can provide, because if you have a connection, as they would say, or a love for a person and you respect them and they love you, it ends up not being about the money. That's when you have that kind of love in a relationship to where if you could lose everything that you have tomorrow, you guys would still be together. See, that's what's most important. And this is what a lot of women unfortunately miss. But let's continue.
Paul didn't give them the same shot or the same opportunity to get to know you better. Not you. I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
no,
those are your own mistakes. That empath Mark that had the gym clothes on, that was just coming from the gym, or he had some paint on his pants because he was coming from painting his own 3-family house. Y'all on him for the that had the fly that lived in an apartment. You get what I'm saying? He might have lived in a dope ass building in Edgewater, or he might have lived in this dope ass building. This dude over here had a 3-family in Newark. And in 8 years, that 3-family in Newark led to him having a real estate empire, and y'all on him.
Wait, let's slow down. No, I'm saying because little mama that's a nurse, or she can on too sometimes. So you got to make sure if she just because she ain't got no BBL don't mean she ain't got good.
Nurses be fucking,
Not like that, but just because.
I think y'all put more stock into that.
No, I think men are giving all of the certain body girls and certain looks more of the attention, and that's why women are so insecure.
No, but you got to look at the type of attention. She might be right in a sense. Yeah, they're getting attention, but for the wrong reasons. If you got a big butt, a man who's looking at that is gonna want to tap that. He's gonna want to have sex with her. It doesn't mean that he wants her for a serious, committed, stable, long-term relationship. He's looking at her to hit that and quit it and move on to the next big booty Judy. He's not trying to wife that up or anything like that. And I think that's what women get misconstrued. You think that because these women are getting the attention, that these are the types of women that these men want. No, they only want those women for certain things, and that's it. That's not somebody bringing home to their mother and saying, I want to marry this girl, I really love her. No, he's looking at, if you want to get a big butt like that and you want to flaunt it and you want the attention, you're going to get that type of attention, and that's the type of time that they're going to be on. Oh, she got a fat ass, she must want this type of time, so I'm going to give her what she looking for. This is what you got. You went and paid all this money to get this big butt, because you want my attention, I'm gonna give it to you. But it's not the type of attention that you want when you're trying to look for something more stable and long lasting. This is why these women are surprised that men aren't taking them seriously. And you hear these women saying, oh, why do men go after the plain girls? They don't really want, because they don't want all of that. That's just for fun. That's not for real, stable, successful relationships. It's just what it is. But let's continue.
Why do so many women feel like they have to get their bodies done?
That's y'all, because if that's on your feed and you consume it.
If a man is telling you what they like, you can't tell him, no, you wrong. Y'all like this. The magazines that y'all grew up watching and reading is putting that in y'all head. We didn't make Mademoiselle. Oh, the nigga might behind it might have.
A woman wants to date you. You just said a pretty face and a fat ass is gonna even seal the deal.
I didn't know.
He said it's extra.
Well, I said it.
Bonus.
I said the total opposite. Look, an average man outside don't know a $40 shoe from a $4,000 shoe. The average man outside don't care if you got on Steve Madden's or Yves Saint Laurent. He don't. That shit that y'all be competing with on your own. A gonna f you if you got a Michael Kors bag or if you got a Birkin. A gonna f you if you in a Honda or if you in a Bentley. Those are not things being put forth by men as requirements. That's y'all competing with each other.
Ooh, child, facts on top of facts. He ain't lying. It is a competition between the women. Women tell themselves that they need to have all of these things to get the type of man that they think they qualify for. And this is why it's a shock to these women when they find out that men don't really care about all of that. You see many times how successful men who go and meet a girl at the corner store and working in Macy's, working in, just regular jobs, and he find that woman attractive and he'll pick her. He don't care if she's got a college degree. He doesn't care, how much money she makes. If he's interested, he'll go for her. And so they are shocked to find out that men don't care about that education as much. I mean, if you got a head on your shoulders, you don't have to have all these degrees or how much money you make. They're not looking in your pocket and saying, what kind of job you got? Ooh, how much money you make, unless they're looking to use you. And if he already has money, he doesn't need your money. And this is where women are confused, because they've told themselves, they didn't ask men, because if they had asked men what they want and what they're looking for, they would have told them. So this is something that women conjure up amongst themselves, tell themselves, girl, I gotta be all done up, I gotta wear these lace front wigs, I gotta wear these nails, I gotta keep my toes and done and my hand done, I need to have all this makeup on, I need to have my fit on all the time for you to qualify for the man that you want. And then men pass you up because they don't care about all that. They talk about going on dates. I need to get my hair done and my nails done and my toes done. I gotta get all this. I gotta be perfect in their minds. And men are saying, I don't care. You can put your hair up in a bun, a ponytail, just come looking presentable. That's usually more attractive. They're more attracted to that. A woman that's natural. You don't have to have all that pounds of makeup on. But it's women who think that they need to have that. It is women competing against each other. I think he's absolutely right in that aspect. But let's continue.
All of these girls that they look for on TV, take away Kim Kardashian, take away select few ones, none of them ever got a ring. They know everybody trying to emulate and who everybody trying to be. None of them got a stable household. Pardon me. None of them got families with kids and a man, and they out in Dubai as a couple. These same chicks that everybody trying to be in Dubai by their mother self with the sheiks get pissing on them for 25 grand.
True story.
Facts on top of facts. I mean, he's telling the truth. And this is why they be depressed and crying and wondering when they're gonna get their husbands. Because low key, they really want a real husband. They want to say that they have a husband. They really want to build a family with somebody, but they don't know how to do it. And everything that they thought would get them that type of man, it didn't work. So for women looking at that, you got to take into consideration what he's saying. He's speaking facts. These women don't have stable relationships. They end up leaving or it just didn't work out. And all of them have BBLs. A lot of them are attractive women, but they have all the fake aesthetics that a lot of women think they need to have in order to get the type of man they want, but those men still don't really want them. So you gotta look into it. There are a lot of women with BBLs looking around wondering why men aren't attracted to them, why men aren't approaching them, because men don't want that. You look like a circus clown, like somebody, you know, who's you're looking to jump and have fun with, not somebody to take serious. Well, people are getting misconstrued, thinking that you can't be natural and attractive. If you ain't done up with wigs and makeup and nails and all of this and BBLs, then you can't do nothing with yourself. That's crazy to me. It's really insanity. Baby, let's continue.
So y'all trying to find and emulate some that ain't even successful. Men not making no girl get no BBL.
Ever.
A chick is making themselves get a BBL to compete with what they think like as a clicks on social media. This girl got 77,000 likes on social media. This skinny chick over here with a decent body got 7 likes. She happier than a mother.
Do you think they do it because of the things they want? Like, do you think women are doing it because they want to? Do you think the women are getting the BBLs and stuff because they think it comes with money and they just want things, or you think they're doing it because they want the men?
I think that they insecure. Insecurities are the biggest thing in the world.
She did say insecure.
Those insecurities play on everybody in a different way. I know girls that are married that still go get their body done. Like, yo, you beat the game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm doing it for me. All right.
You're right. I'm gonna cancel my appointment right now.
Y'all is letting men on that. Yo, it's y'all fault that we going under the knife. It's not a fault.
Because women feel like they're losing.
No, y'all.
Women are not.
This is for
Okay.
you. Let's be real. At the end of the day,
I don't be talking about my own situation, y'all. I just
Okay. we have.
Well, if you feel like you're losing, it's because of you. It's not because of anybody else. Either you're picking the wrong dudes for the wrong reasons. You're picking guys who care about that and are only focused on that. So you're doing what you think is needed to be done to get that type of guy, but that might not be the best type of guy for you. What it is that you want. Do you want stable, secure relationship with a guy? That's something that's long-term and for real. Do you want that? Or do you want to just look good? Do you want to put up appearances or, you know, this fake stuff? Do you just want to look like you got something going on? Or do you really want something that's actually worth something? And far too often people are focused on the look of it all. You know what I mean? The allure of it all, what it looks like. Oh, we look good together and put on this front and fake stuff as opposed to what's real. And so, yeah, I think a lot of women put themselves in these predicaments because you're looking for the wrong things. You're not looking for the things that would actually benefit the both of you. This is why they say the most successful relationships aren't on social media. The people who have been married for years don't really show their full lives. They're living their best lives and they don't need validation from anybody on the outside looking in. They don't need to show you everything that they do because they're happy within it and they're living their lives with their families and enjoying their families, and that's all they need. But we live in a culture and a society where everybody want to show everything. This is why social media is so big. Everybody got to show everything they're eating, everywhere they go, everything they're doing. And then unfortunately, the downside of that is we get to see the train wreck. We get to see how all of this unfolds and how unhappy you really are because all of this that you're showing is fake.
Have to be real with ourselves. whether our insecurities drive us, whether we believe men make us insecure to drive us to make, the decision is on you.
Sure.
You make the decision. And I think part of it is that we're trying to lie to ourselves. We are still making these decisions, whether it was based on bad information, whether it was based on the fact that we did our LexisNexis checks or we did not. It does not matter. Those are still decisions that we made. And I think we as a society have a really hard time saying, I f***ed up.
And now she's absolutely right. And I think it's definitely something that we have to work on. You know what I mean? People don't want to be accountable for their decisions. Want to always put it off on somebody else. This is why accountability is an issue specifically with women. They hate to be accountable. They don't want to acknowledge that they messed up. So it's always somebody else's fault. So, you know, I think that's definitely something we got to work on. But you hear a lot of women talking about men are insecure. But like I said before, that's a projection of their own feelings. They feel a certain way and they want to put it on you when it's them the whole time. So we got to do better. But listen, I'm going to leave this here. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Y'all know what it is. Share, like the video, all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel. It's free to subscribe. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.